If you pay close attention to your own mind, you will begin to realize something extraordinary. You are already dreaming every night, but you are not yet in control of it. I want to explain this to you in a very simple way, because once you understand this, you will never look at sleep the same way again. Many of the techniques that we teach, such as dream control, are not based on something mystical or unreachable. They are based on something natural, something you are already doing, something that has been happening every night of your life. Every human being dreams, without exception, but not every human being remembers, and that is where the difference begins, because what you do not remember, you cannot use. When you go to sleep, your mind follows a very precise rhythm, a natural cycle, something that has been observed and studied, but more importantly, something you can verify for yourself. This cycle lasts approximately 90 minutes. Now pay attention to this, because this is the key to understanding everything that follows. In the first half of that cycle, about 45 minutes, you begin to quiet the mind. You move from the active waking state, what we call beta, and you gradually slow down your brain frequency. You pass through alpha, that calm, relaxed awareness, then deeper into theta, where images begin to form more freely, and finally into delta, where the body is deeply at rest and the conscious mind is almost completely silent. And then you reach what we may call the deep unconscious dimension. You remain there for a period of time, and then slowly, gently, almost without noticing, you begin to return. You move again, you turn in bed, you swallow, you adjust your position, small signals that your body is coming back to the surface, and then another cycle begins. Every night you are making these journeys, 45 minutes going inward, 45 minutes coming back, a complete round trip every 90 minutes. Think about that. If you sleep 6 hours, you are taking 4 of these journeys. If you sleep 7.5 hours, you are taking 5. That means every single night you have multiple opportunities to enter deeper levels of your own mind, multiple opportunities to access information, to process experiences, to solve problems, to create. But most people are completely unaware of this. Now, here is something very important, and this is where it becomes practical. You dream on the way in and you dream on the way out. But the dream that has the greatest value is the one you experience as you are coming back, that moment when you are emerging, when the mind is passing from the deeper levels toward wakefulness. That is where awareness can begin to appear. That is where control becomes possible. That is the doorway. All people dream, but not all people remember their dreams, and memory can be trained. This is not a gift, it is a skill. There are techniques to remember dreams, and these techniques work at one specific level, the alpha level, because it is in alpha where the bridge exists between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. It is in alpha where communication becomes possible. And if you learn to function at that level, not only to reach it, but to remain aware within it, then something very interesting begins to happen. Dreams are no longer random. They become meaningful. They become useful. They become tools. Now understand this clearly. You do not begin by controlling dreams. You begin by remembering them, because you cannot control something that you are not even aware of. So we go step by step, always. First, you learn to remember one dream, only one. This is important because the mind responds better to a clear, simple instruction. You are training it gently, without force. Once you can do that consistently, then you move to the next step. Second, you learn to remember multiple dreams. Now the awareness is expanding. Now you begin to notice that you are dreaming more than once, that there are layers, sequences, transitions. You may wake up during the night with a clear memory and then return to sleep and have another. This is progress. This is the mind opening. And then we move to something much more powerful. Third, you learn to direct the dream, not by forcing it, but by setting an intention before sleep. You give the mind a purpose. You say, I want to have a dream that contains the solution to the problem I have in mind. I will have that dream. I will remember it, and I will understand it. Now, this is very important. Sometimes the answer will not come in a direct way. It may come in symbols. It may come in scenes, in situations, in metaphors, and you must learn to interpret those symbols in relation to your own experience, because the language of the subconscious is not always literal. You see, dreams are not random images. They are a form of communication. They are a way in which deeper levels of your mind present information to you, information that you already have, but that you are not yet consciously aware of. And when you learn to enter that dimension consciously, you are not receiving something from the outside. You are accessing something from within. Now, all of this depends on one fundamental ability, your ability to enter the alpha level. All mental control techniques work at that level, not in beta, not in the fully awake analytical state, but in alpha, where the mind is relaxed, receptive, and open. That is why practice is necessary. That is why repetition is necessary, because you must train yourself to go there at will, and more importantly, to remain aware while you are there. Now, let me give you something very practical, something you can begin to apply immediately. There is a technique to begin remembering your dreams. And at the same time, this technique will help you develop something else that is very important, your ability to visualize, your imagination. Because when you remember a dream, you are recalling images that your mind has already created. You are strengthening your internal screen. Now, where is this mental screen? It is located slightly above your line of vision, about 20 degrees upward. That is where you project images. That is where you visualize. That is where you begin to create intentionally. Now, there is something else you can observe here. When you use this screen, the center represents the present to your right. You access the past to your left. You move toward the future. So if you are looking for information that has already happened, you move to one side. If you are working with something that is developing, you stay in the center. If you are creating something that has not yet materialized, you move to the other side. And dreams help you strengthen this entire system. Because when you recall a dream with detail, with color, with movement, as accurately as possible, you are exercising the same mechanism. Now, let us go step by step in the practice. Step 1, before going to sleep, enter your alpha level, relax your body, calm your mind, And when you feel that you are at that level, give yourself a simple instruction. I will remember one dream, only one. That is enough. Then go to sleep. Now, when you wake up, whether during the night or in the morning, you must be prepared. Have a paper and a pencil next to you, because the moment you wake up, the dream is still there, but it begins to fade quickly. Write it down immediately. Do not wait. This step is essential because you are transferring information from the subjective levels of the mind into the conscious beta level. You are making it real in your waking awareness. Once you are satisfied that this is working, that each night you are remembering at least one dream, then you move forward. Step 2. Now your instruction changes. I will remember my dreams, plural. Now you may wake up several times with clear memories. Write them down, always, because even the strongest dream can disappear in seconds if you do not capture it. And then, when you are ready, step 3. Now you direct the process. Now you bring purpose into it. Before sleep, at the alpha level, you say, I want to have a dream that contains the solution to the problem I have in mind. I will have that dream. I will remember it, and I will understand it, and then you let go. You do not force it. You do not try to control it consciously. You allow the deeper mind to respond. If you follow this process patiently, consistently, step by step, something begins to change. At first you remember, then you observe, then you begin to participate, and eventually you begin to use your dreams. And when you reach that point, you are no longer drifting unconsciously through the night. You are no longer disconnected from what is happening within you. You are entering consciously into deeper levels of your own intelligence, and that intelligence has access to far more than the conscious mind alone. So understand this. Every night you are already doing the work. Every night your mind is already traveling, already processing, already creating. The only difference is whether you are aware of it or not. And once you become aware, once you learn to remember, to observe, to direct, then sleep is no longer just rest. It becomes one of the most powerful tools you have for understanding, for creation, and for transformation.